Is how blockbusting worked. Real estate agents would tell these white homeowners that their houses were losing value by the day. So the homeowners would panic and sell.
Then those agents would turn around and sell those homes at inflated prices to black buyers who were eager to make a start in better neighborhoods. And all along, state regulators condoned this practice.
So I remember this flyer that was stuck under the door, and it was from a real estate company.
That's Kitty Feldy, who's white. She was in elementary school in Compton during the 1960s when that flyer arrived.
It had one very clear message, and it was, sell now, because you're never going to be able to get the money you want for your house. And they didn't say this, but it was like, they are moving in. They. It was extremely clear that it meant African Americans. And, my folks were really upset. They were like, we are not leaving because, quote unquote, they are moving in here. It was a matter of principle. It was a reflection of their religious beliefs, of their social justice belief. They weren't going to do it.
So her parents stayed put, but droves of other white residents abandoned Compton during these years. And black families, like Robert Johnson's, moved in.
Oh, man, it felt like not just a step up, but a step into another world. It was your typical suburban dream.
To Johnson back then, Compton felt utterly removed from his previous life at Nickerson Gardens, the public housing complex in LA where his family used to live. Compton meant his mother, an X-ray technician, and stepfather, an aerospace engineer, could finally buy something of their own.
In the backyard, we had orange tree, a persimmon tree. I didn't know what a persimmon was. I learned over the years because I had to clean them up because when they fell off the tree. Same thing with loquats. I didn't know what a loquat was till I got to Compton.
Johnson remembers an idyllic childhood during those first years in Compton, when kids had all kinds of after-school activities. He reminisces about his swim lessons right here in Wilson Park.
Where was the pool?
Right here where the skate park is now.
Johnson says this park used to be fully staffed with adults who would supervise the kids while they played ball games.
And our parents were involved. Your father was out there being the coach. The mothers were out there supporting the team, selling hot dogs and stuff like that.
Albert Camarillo, who also grew up in Compton, is now a professor of history at Stanford University.
Compton becomes the promised land. If you worked hard, you have the money to be able to move into Compton.
He says industrial jobs further attracted black residents to Compton.
The housing stock was relatively new. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, suburban tract homes. The streets were paved, and the schools are pretty good.
But while Compton represented social mobility for so many black Americans, it also came to represent their exploitation.